Hey y'all, welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas. We are on day 12, last day, and we are doing bells. So this is Brenda here from Rustic and Lace DIY, and this is Krista here from Krista's Crafty Life. They have put together this 12 Days of Christmas playlist for everyone so you guys can get inspired. And you guys can find that down in my description box along with Krista and Brenda. So let's go ahead and get into my bell project today. I just made 3 of the same, and I'm just using some shot cups, I think that's what that said, from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go ahead and use some black paint here. Now I went ahead and painted the insides first, and I did about 2.5 coats inside of these. And I would suggest to use a soft brush because this brush is kind of hard and it kept scratching off the paint, but unfortunately most of my brushes are dirty again, so doing with what I got. I even tried a sponge brush and that was a little harder to work with, so. And now I'm doing the outside as well, and I do 2 coats on the outside. And you can kind of see if it needs like a 3rd coat, you'll see like shininess still. So you'll just cover up wherever you see a little bit of shininess. And then I made sure to do the tops, or the bottoms, I guess, which are now going to be my tops. And then I'm going to take 3 beads that I have in my stash, and I'm just going to give them a coat of this antique wax here. And I didn't do like what Kathy Joe would say, the Mr. Miyagi it. I did not do that. I just did the brush on and just left it to soak into the beads. And yeah, I said this is the antique wax. All right. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I have 3 silver bells, and I didn't really want them silver. So I'm going to try to paint them black, and if you guys know, have you ever painted anything like this? Sometimes it just keeps, you can paint over it and it just keeps scratching off. But I just did a couple light coats and then went back over it with a light coat, and it turned out just fine. And I went ahead and did that to all of them. And then the next thing we're going to do here is just tie, maybe. I had a hard time with the first one, but the other 2 went just fine. But I'm just going to tie these bells. And then one of the bells, I accidentally cut that one. I had to redo that one. Cut the long tail instead of the short tail. And then basically what I'm trying to do here is see about how long this bell is going to be, because it's really, really short. These are really, really tiny cups. So I made my rope, or my jute cord rope thing there, kind of longer than I needed, just in case I messed up somewhere and would have a little extra. In case I made it too long or too short, I could just pull it out and try again. But this first one I made was just the perfect fit. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to the next 2 as well. And all I'm doing is just tying a knot at the top. And then here I'm just trying to measure and make sure that it's the same length as the first one that I had made, since it worked out just fine. And then just cut off that short tail, and yeah. Now I'm just going to use some of my hot glue here and just put a dot at the bottom of the cup. And then just add that knot into the hot glue. And I do go and grab something, I forget. Oh yeah, one of my Dollar Tree things here. I don't even know what this is called. And I just pushed it down into the glue and then set it off to the side. That way it could dry. And then I'll go ahead and do that to this next one here one more time. And just dab that down into the glue. I wouldn't try my finger, because my luck, I would get get the hot glue all over my finger. So now I'm just tying this black string, a knot, and then I pulled it through the bottom of this bead, and then I'm making a knot for the top as well, and then I cut off those extra strings from the bottom of the bead. At first I tried this tacky glue, y'all, and that did not work at all. I ended up having to use the hot glue, which is a bummer because then I had to cover up the little hot glue bump that was left. But I tried this way, it just kept rolling off and rolling around, and I didn't have time to just sit there and hold it. It was already really, really late at night. Yeah, it didn't work. So I just grabbed a paper towel, wiped it off, did hot glue, and here we are. And next, I'm just going to take some of this Rub and Buff here. I tried it in the inside first just to make sure I liked it. This is the brown one, the copper one. I'm just going to grab a piece of trashes right here and put it on that. And I'll just rub it all over my bells. And you can do like thick or not so thick, or you know what I mean. You can do it however you like. I did this one kind of a little heavier, but not too heavy because I didn't want it to all be brown. I still wanted the black to show through. And I did a little bit on the bead as well. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and do the rest. And then I'm going to use some of these ribbons, some greenery pieces. I do have some cinnamon sticks there that I have cut up into just tiny pieces. And we're just going to go ahead and adhere all these pieces down to the bell. So at the bottom I'm going to add, trying to see where I want the front, because the seam here is actually going to become the front. So this is actually going to be the front instead of the back like you would normally do. And then I just glue this ribbon. Sorry, I'm off camera here a little bit. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. When I do my reset in January of my craft room, I'm actually going to be changing up my crafting table because this crafting table that I'm using now is more of a drawing desk and it is rather small. So I'm going to change out my desk. That way I have more room to do bigger projects and so forth, because I feel like when it comes to bigger projects, I'm always struggling on my really small desk. So reset coming in January. So I glued down that greenery, and then we'll just go ahead and glue down these pieces of cinnamon, and boy do these smell so good. I absolutely love my house smelling like cinnamon. And then we'll just do the other side. I just did 2 little pieces on each. And then you guys, to hide that ugly hot glue underneath the bead, do I show y'all that? I don't even remember if I show you guys that actually. But if I don't, I just take some, oh I did, I just showed you, I didn't actually show you, but just showed you that I did it. It's just jute cord. So I want to go ahead and say thank you to Brenda and Krista today for putting this whole collaboration together for us. This is absolutely amazing. If you guys want to get inspired, I did join Brenda last year, so you can go ahead and tap that right here in my iCards to watch the 12 Days of Christmas from last year. But here is my bells on my little tiny Christmas tree in my kitchen. And like I said, I only made 3 of them. And they look so cute. I absolutely love them. You'll have to let me know what you think of my bells today. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video today, and I just want to say God bless, and I hope you guys got inspired from all of our videos. So you can go ahead and tap my picture here to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave, and go ahead and watch either one of these 2 videos here if you'd like to get inspired for some more inspiration. So until next time, bye y'all!